Have you heard of the Poof curl deco mesh method? My friends, that is what we're doing today. We're going to use 21-inch roll of deco mesh and we're going to make a big, beautiful wreath with the help of my little helpers, either Simba, or Rocky, or Louie. And this right here is Mr. Simba. Simba likes to give us 5, right? That's right. He's such a good kitty. And with that, we're going to get started on our Poof Curl Flamingo Summer Themed Wreath. Here are the supplies we're going to use for this wreath, starting with this gorgeous 21-inch roll of deco mesh, and it is 10 yards in length. This is not deco mesh, my friends. This is the mesh ribbon that I love using, and it's actually made to put bouquets together of flowers. This is like that decor that goes on the outside, but we are going to use it as a ribbon. I'm going to show you exactly how I cut it up and what I do with it, and this is way more affordable than your Dollar Tree mesh ribbon, just like this. They basically take this ribbon, cut it up, and that's how they get that ribbon. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with this. Then I am going to use some really pretty ribbon. This one I got at Costco, and this is the two-sided ribbon. It's like this baby blue on one side and this gorgeous teal green on the other side. 1.5 inch in width, and of course it is wired. You're going to need a pack of pipe cleaners. When it comes to the sign, it measures at 11 inches in diameter. It's an adorable little summer sign of a little pink flamingo. When it comes to the wreath base, I'm going to be using the 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath base. This one is the one with the 6 section, but this style of wreath is good for any wreath base that has 6 sections, whether you have a 10-inch wreath, a 12-inch wreath. As long as it has 6 sections, you can definitely do the exact same measurements, except your wreath is going to be just a little bit more poofier, and that's just going to make it even prettier. So no worries, as long as you have 6 section wreath form, you are good to go for this style of wreath. Let's attach the pipe cleaners, and we're going to use the 18 pipe cleaner method for this. And by the way, if you hear anything that sounds like rumbling, that is Rocky snoring out to the side of me recording over here. So if you hear anything, I promise it's not me. All right, my friends, we're going to put 3 pipe cleaners per section. The first one is going to go on row 1 and 2. 2 twists, and we fold it in just like this. The second and third are going to go to the side of the center one on rows 3 and 4, and that's going to go straight in the center. Between those 2 rows, we're going to do 2 twists and twist out. 2 twists, and we twist out. I'm going to repeat this exact combination all around to the remaining sections. All my pipe cleaners are on. I have 6 on the inside and 12 on the outside. Let's prepare our deco mesh, and we're going to be cutting our deco mesh into 15-inch strips. This deco mesh is 10 yards, which is 360 inches. 360 inches divided by the 24 strips that we're going to need gives us 15. I usually like to play it safe, so I'm going to cut my strips into maybe 14.5 inches just so we have that extra cushion, because for example, look at the edge here. It's pretty bad, and now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I might need to use a heating tool, a wood burning tool for this, because this deco mesh is a lot looser than our standard deco mesh. And when a deco mesh is this loose, while it's beautiful, it will have more potential to fray and fray kind of heavily. I think I'm going to grab my tempered glass and my wood burning tool. For my wood burning tool, I like using the needle point. I'm going to start by cutting off this wacky edge to make sure that I have just a nice start. And I'm just going between 2 rows all the way down. And of course, make sure that you have an open window in front of you and that your pets are safe when you're using a wood burning tool. Measuring about 14.5 inches and down I go. I'll just gently roll up this piece of Deco mesh, put it in the laundry basket. And that's it, my friends. I'm going to just continue cutting 14-inch pieces until I get 24 pieces. And that should pretty much be the entire roll of this Deco mesh. Next, I'm going to cut the ribbon, and I'm really debating whether I want 11 or 12 inches. And I think I'm going to go with 11.5. No, I'm going to go with 11.5. I just feel like 12 would be a little bit too big, and 11 may just not be enough. So I'm just going to go a little bit over 11 inches, and I'm going to need 18 pieces. When I'm done cutting my ribbon, I'm going to go to both ends and cut little dovetails. We're going to take the end, fold in half, and cut out a little triangle moving from inside towards the outside. And there we have little dovetails. When it comes to this mesh ribbon, the nice thing about it is that inner core can be pushed out. I'll just pull it out from this side. And I think I want these to be 2.5 inches. The thicker they are, the stronger they are. So I think I'm going to do a beautiful 2.5 inch. Give it a little cut. Nice strong scissors. I'm just cutting through, and there we have our beautiful ribbon. And then let's pull this out, give it that 2.5 inches that we did. Cut this, push it back in, and that's it. I have the roll ready for next time. To cut this ribbon, the best way to do it is to use one of these rotary cutters. And by the way, this is my favorite. I love that it comes in so many colors, and I've had it for a few years now, and it works the same as it did the first day. We're going to be cutting this one into 12-inch strips because I actually do want to have little pointy ends. Now, I'm not going to go deep with my little cuts, so I'm still going to do dovetails, but a little bit there. And it doesn't have to be all the way to the edge. So we have little points going out. We are going to need 18 pieces of the yellow mesh ribbon. Now it's time to start putting everything together. We are going to be doing 2 rows on this inner section and 1 row on the outer section. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our little Deco mesh pieces, and you may want to grab a little clamp, and all we're doing is a ginormous curl. That's all we are doing, my friends. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure off 5 inches and grab it. Attach this little curl, give it 1 twist. The other side, measuring 5 inches, bring it together and attach it to the next pipe cleaner. 1 twist. Another piece of Deco mesh, curl it up. We're going to measure 5 inches. If you want, this is where the clamp comes in, just grab a clamp. This is if you just want a little help doing that way. I did this one without the clamp and this one with the clamp, same exact thing. Then I'm measuring 5 inches on this side, bringing it together. Going to untwist this pipe cleaner, put my little curl in, and a twist. Now I have 2 curls, grabbing this side, attaching it. 1 twist. This was the last one, so it's already curled up, but I'm going to do the same thing. 5 inches, untwist the last one, put it in, twist it back up, 5 inches on this side, attach it to the next one. Give it 1 twist. All right, my friends, I'm going to finish up and I'll be right back. Putting this last curl in place. And now what I'm going to do is the poof part. This is where we're going to open up that inside of our curl. We are building volume, and obviously it doesn't want to be uncurled, but that is what we're doing. We are being mean to this little curl and just poofing it out in the center. We're going to do this all the way around. Now that I opened up the poofs, we're going to do the exact same thing and do a second layer, but this time what I'm going to do is pay attention to where my little curls are going. Let's start curling that second layer. I'm going to measure off those 5 inches and I'm going to actually clamp it because I want to explain exactly what I'm doing. When I'm putting on the next curl, I want to make sure that I have 2 curls facing the inside and 2 curls facing the outside. Since I have 1 of each, I'm going to untwist and I'm going to put the curl here so I know that we have 2 going towards the center and twist. Then I'm going to grab this side, untwist here, and I have only 1 going towards the center, so we're going to do another one going towards the center. Let's curl the next one, 5 inches. And 5 inches. All right, now that the first curl is on, when I attach the second curl, now I have 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put in the 4th, obviously facing this way because I only have 1 curl tail here, and tighten it up. If you would like, you could add ribbon right now. We're just putting those curls in and just doing a second layer going all the way around. When I attach the next curl, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one. 5 inches. So 1, 2, 3, this curl is going down. Especially if you're using the same color, it can get a little overwhelming, but that's why I talked about making sure you have 4 tails. So I have 4 tails here, 3 tails here. This is my 4th one, and it's going to go on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. If you are using 2 colors, just use every other and it'll be beautiful. So if you have a green one at the bottom, a red one on top for Christmas and all the way around, that'll be so beautiful. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first row, and that is go ahead and open up our poofs. And that's really going to fill in this beautiful, beautiful wreath. Now that I'm done opening all of that up, now we can get started on the outer row. And the outer row is just as easy as we did the first row. We're going to do 1 row going all the way around. That is all that we're going to do. Let's give it a 5-inch little head start. Attach to any of our outside pipe cleaners. Measure the other 5 inches, attach it to the next pipe cleaner. And if you want, you can definitely start opening these up right away if that's going to make it easier for you. Poof it out in the center, and then you can go to the next one, or just go all the way around and poof it out, and it's up to you. At this point, it's rinse and repeat, my friends. We are going to do the exact same thing we did on the inner row and just overlay them one on top of the other, making sure our tails are 5 inches. I'm going to open up that pipe cleaner, put our next one in, and off I go all the way around. This time I'm going to do 2 twists because on the outside, 2 little curls is all that you're going to get. This is going to be one poofy and beautiful summer wreath. Look at this beauty, nice and full. I opened up all of those little poofs between all the curls on the outside row, and now we're just going to add our little ribbon bundles. Since I have 18, 18, and 18 pipe cleaners, you can guess what we're going to do. We're just going to layer the green over the yellow, collect it in the center, and attach. I want both sides to be facing down in a little V because we do have quite a large sign that's going to go in the center. It's going to give the wreath a really, really pretty look. If we want, we can fix that up later. Let's cut the excess pipe cleaner and just fold it towards the back. Since the mesh ribbon is kind of flimsy, this wired ribbon is going to hold it in place, especially when we hang the wreath and the top portion of the wreath so it doesn't sway back or sag. And that's pretty much it when it comes to attaching our ribbon, just overlaying it, finding our center, and attaching in a little V. I'm going to repeat this process going all the way around and attaching to all 18 pipe cleaners. So beautiful. Alrighty, my friends, and now let's get the sign attached, and it's going to go right in the center. Do you see why I had all the ribbon facing out in a little V? This is going to be our focal point, and everything else is going to be going to the sides. Cut this hanging loop. I decided to attach in 3 places, 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. I have my 3 pipe cleaners, fold them in half, do a little flat area in the center, and I have 3 pieces of felt. All of these are about 1 inch by 2 inches in length or a little smaller. Let's start with the pipe cleaner right on, and then we're going to go up and down with our hot glue gun and put the little felt piece on top. This is going to melt everything together and you're going to have a great connection. I attached all 3 pipe cleaners. Now we're just going to put it right on top of the wreath. The top 2 pipe cleaners are going to go on the intersection, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 2 twists. And then the bottom one will attach right in the center at the bottom. Nicely centered. That looks good. Flip back. I'm going to secure the pipe cleaners from the sign. If you want to cover the back, this is the time to do it. But before you cover the back, make sure that you attach a hanging loop. For our hanging loop, I'm going to use a jute cord like always. And before I do the knot, I always make sure that it's not going to stick out from the top of the wreath. This is one of those like thick jute cords, so I'm not going to do 2 knots. 1 is more than enough. This jute cord is nice and strong. Cut the tails a little shorter, flip the knot to the inside and pull the loop through the front to the outside. Let's flip back. This hole was bugging me so much. I went into my scrapbooking stash, old scrapbooking stash, because I have not done scrapbooking in the longest time, and found these little flowers. They kind of look like tropical flowers. I'm going to put them on top of the ones that they have. This little light pink one I'm going to put right on top of the red one. No one's going to know what was underneath there. Just you and me, that's it. No one else. This one right there. And that is my solution. You could do whatever you want. I thought this is really pretty. This wreath turned out so beautiful. It's definitely giving me those Florida vibes, especially with this little cutie right there. And for those of you who are still in the summer mood, this is the perfect wreath for you. Simba, did you enjoy this wreath tutorial? And would you like to see more wreaths like this, Simba? Give me 5 if you do. That's right. If you guys enjoyed this wreath tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up or a high five in this instant. And we will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.